pulling free motivated seller lists for your real estate wholesaling business. What's up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and in today's video, we are going to break down exactly how to pull all of the free lists in real estate wholesaling for you, absolutely for free. Just like the cost of the list, you get what you pay for. It's going to be all free. And the cool part about this video, like usual, is this one's live. So I could mess up, something crazy could happen. But really, the cool part about it is I can connect with you guys live. So if you have a question, if I don't share something, you can hop on here and I can help you out in your real estate wholesaling business. That is truly my goal here. So before we get into it, remember, guys, you need to smash that like button and subscribe. It helps the YouTube algorithm. So smash that like button and subscribe. Really helps the YouTube algorithm so I can help everyone in my mission in real estate wholesaling on this YouTube channel. Why I do all the content, why I do a video a day, is to help you make $100,000 per year in real estate wholesaling at no cost, absolutely for free. That is my goal here on the YouTube channel, and that is my mission, and that's what I'm going to do today. So if you have no money at all in your real estate wholesaling business and you want to know what are some free wholesaling lists to do, this is basically the tutorial you need to watch. I'm really pumped up for it, and I'm really going to show you exactly how to pull wholesaling lists absolutely for free. So let's get into it, and let me start showing you how to pull lists. So if you're brand new and you want to know how to get free motivated seller lists, let's do it. So a motivated seller, remember, is a seller who is willing to sell the property for a deep discount for cash. Not every seller is going to be a motivated seller. A lot of sellers are honestly better to deal with if they are dealing with a realtor. Some motivated sellers are not motivated sellers, and some are motivated sellers that you don't think are. So what we need to break down is, when I'm finding these lists, why am I going after these certain lists, and why do I think they're going to be really good for wholesaling deals versus ones that are not really good for wholesaling deals? This is the key difference that we need to understand. So we need to know how to pull these lists. So these are the free lists that I go after, which I think are the best for finding people who are motivated to sell the property for a certain reason or factor. So let's break down the first one. I sound like a broken record. Everybody thinks I'm literally a broken record when I'm talking about this, but it's 100% true. Code violations are one of the best kept secrets when it comes to finding motivated sellers for free. Yes, a lot of people might be saturated in doing code violations in your market, but code violations are tried and true. The secret to them is everyone knows about code violations, but the true secret is if you pull enough of them and you stay consistent with it, you will definitely get a deal this year from a code violation. I promise you, watching this, if you pull all the code violations in the 6 counties around you, and you pull all that list and you cold call that list every single week or month, you'll get a real estate wholesaling deal that year. That's it. Easy 10, 12, 15K from that list alone. The secret is everyone who says they don't get any deals from code violations, they don't do that. They don't keep calling that list every single week. They don't skip trace it the right way. They don't use triple search. They don't do all this crazy stuff because they're not dedicated enough for it. And there's no excuse really not to get a deal from code violation. Code violations are super powerful. They're one of my favorite ones out there. And honestly, you guys should start pulling it here. So how do I find code violations and how do I actually pull them? This is what we're going to break down on every single free list possible. So a code violation is, it's really, I hate saying definitions when the name of it's actually in there, but it's pretty true. So a code violation is basically, let's say in the state of Florida, so let's say St. Lucie County code violation. So basically when a piece of property is in disarray, let's say it has high grass, let's say the roof's caving in on it, or the door's all messed up, there's no mailbox on there, there's really an issue with the property, or there's just, it's looking disgusting. Most code violations are reported not from the actual code enforcement office, but actually from neighbors, really nosy neighbors, usually older people. I'm in Florida. They'll just try to tell on someone to get them to fix the problem. And that's where a lot of the complaints are at. So that's the first one I would just talk about, is code violations, because they're the easiest list to really get. And it's really hard not to get the list. So code violations, pull that list, start trying to get all the vacant high grass, try to get all of the, they really get they sort of call them like environmental hazards or something like that on there. But really, it's a great list. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite ones out there. So I would start going after that list really hard right now. And also for code violations, if you want, you could also possibly do some door knocking on there if you can find the address correct. So if you see high grass and you know the owner's actually in a different city, door knocking that list would be really good too. And that's another little niche you can start getting with code violations. But code violations are absolutely Absolutely free. I love them. They're great. Get it from your code enforcement office. One of my favorite ones out there. Next one here is water shutoffs. Sound like a broken record again, but water shutoffs are definitely one of the top lists to get right now, for especially for a free wholesaling list. Water shutoffs are very powerful. Not enough people are doing them. And honestly, I don't think a lot of people heard about water shutoffs until my YouTube channel, because no one really knew how to pull them, or they didn't want to teach it because they weren't doing it, or it wasn't a powerful list for them. But I can tell you right now, bottom of my heart, water shutoffs are going to be one of the most powerful lists, especially when due to COVID and government start actually shutting water off again. It's going to be a great list, and it's not going to get better than the past, but I think the awareness of water shutoffs really need to be something addressed in the wholesaling real estate community, and it really has not been done before. So I'm really pumped up for it. I'm really excited. So water shutoffs are here. They're great. What you got to do is go to the utility department and actually ask for that data. You'll get that data as soon as possible. You could go to listrei.com and get water shutoff lists. You go to utility liens list and go from there. But really, my preference with water shutoffs is you get it straight from the horse's mouth, straight from the government, so you can beat the people who pull it on PropStream. And that's what I do. So I'll do everything for you. Like today's a full tutorial. Brought my water. I'm going to go as long as I can. I'm going to try marathoning all the free wholesaling motivated seller lists I can today to help you out in your real estate wholesaling business, because I know there's someone right now who has a list that they don't know how to get these free lists, and a guru's trying to charge them a bunch of money for it. So I'm here to actually do it. I'm trying to get as much value as I can on this and really share the knowledge in my brain. I want to transfer the knowledge from my brain into yours absolutely for free. I don't want you to pay for any of this stuff. So I'm really excited for this opportunity to do it. So, and the platform I have here on YouTube to go out here and do it. And I got people on Facebook everywhere, but most people watching this will be on YouTube. So it's pretty exciting. So water shutoff, get it from the utility department, get all the ones, I would say, for the past month. And that's when I'll do it. If you're at the utility department too, while you're at it, just get the utility liens list. The utility department probably will have both of it for you. So overall, like, that's what I do. Just do both. They're really good lists. I love the utility lien list. Absolutely one of my favorite ones out there. It's absolutely amazing. So utility lien list, one of the best ones out there. Remember here, the tax lien list also. So you get the tax lien list. This is people who are behind their taxes and they have a lien on the property. And a lien is just basically a charge, especially the tax lien, that will be on the actual property. When it sells, they actually have to pay it. So tax lien lists are great. You get it from the clerk of the court. The clerk of the court is one of my favorite tools out there for free seller lists out there. So go to the clerk of the court and pull all the tax liens and some other ones I'm going to show you today. Pretty exciting. So let me get some water really quick and let's get it going. I'm going to rant today. I'm going all out today. So a lot of value I can try to give today, the best I possibly can. And let's get it going. You guys already know, if I'm bringing the water jug out, it's going to be a long live stream. So helps my throat clear out, and it literally gives me a lot of energy to just keep going. So it's always exciting. I see gurus do like 8-hour live streams and like 3-hour live streams. And I've done 3-hour live streams before, but with no water. Oh my gosh. I don't know how they do it, but they don't do a video a day. So I don't know. So let's get it going here and let's see what I can do. So to help you guys out. So credit card debt lien list. This is one of the best lists out there. And not a lot of people talk about it. Again, on PropStream, listrei.com, listrei.com, you can actually pull it. But if you wanted to go do it like as fast as possible and do it for free, what you need to do is go to the clerk of the court and actually pull it from there. The credit card debt lien list, usually most clerk of the courts are like the other debt category or like other liens or, you know, debt, like they all have different names for it, every clerk of the court. So it's a little different. So that's what I do. Public records also doing that too. You could get into like the very fancy like IRS lien list and all that, but that gets very, very messy. The only one I really didn't put on this list today was child support lien lists. They're very, very difficult. And a lot of child support lists, especially in Florida, they're more than what the property is actually worth. So there's like a $500,000 child support judgment on a $200,000 property. There's no way to make money off of it. And there's so many lawyers just attacking the person who is behind on the child support, rightfully so. But it's such an uphill battle. I'm not the biggest child support lien list person out there. and it's a mess. So that's why I didn't list it on there, but you could pull that list. It is a possibility, but just letting you know, it's a little more difficult to do that. So hear me out on that one. So utility lien list. And next here is the fire damaged property list. The fire damaged property list is, oh my gosh, guys, you need to be pulling. This is list that I am shocked. If you do a poll on real estate wholesalers that don't watch my channel, there's such a low amount of people that are actually pulling this list. Even if I did a poll on the people pulling this list right now on my YouTube channel, it's very low. So if you look at your market and you say, Zach, my market's way too saturated, I can't get it. Come on. If you give me the excuse that your market is too saturated, have you called all the fire damage property lists and have you got it for your whole state? Probably not. Then I don't want to hear your excuse why your market's too saturated. Literally, everyone gives me the excuse, and I just slash it with my medieval sword and just go, and then people still give me excuses that their market's too saturated. Literally, at least every single person that basically asked me that their market's too saturated, they have not pulled the fire damage property list, and they have not cold called that list 3 times. I'm telling you right now, they haven't. They haven't pulled the list for 3 months and called that thing 3 times. I'm telling you, there is deals in there. And the big gurus don't like that charge a bunch of money. They don't talk about this because, I mean, I'm not going to get a whole guru rant today because the guru rant, I did that last week. But these gurus spend thousands and thousands of dollars in marketing on YouTube trying to reel you into their channel. And they actually don't do deals. They make money selling courses to you. That's literally their full-time job. They say they run big operations, but they don't show you a HUD or a check, which I do on my YouTube channel. But they don't run a legit business, and they've operating basically since autopilot since 2012, and they don't understand the fire damage property lists work right now. They don't. And they don't tell their students, so their students don't do it. It's a perpetual loop. That's not good. Except for me, that I run an actual legit operation, and we do fire damage property like wholesaling deals all the time. So, boom, go do it. It works. I'm telling you, people that do it, they get it done. It works. I'm telling you, go to your local fire department or the firehouse. Really depends on what state or municipality you have, but really it's an absolute amazing list, and I love it so much. So fire damage property, ask for all the fire damage properties in the past month. See if you can get the estimated damage amount. Doing that will be super huge. It will give you a lot of insight when you're actually doing marketing for that list and get it going. Remember, guys, this is live, so if you have any questions, let me know, and I'd love to help you guys out. So remember, give me questions and I'll answer them. But I'm going to get through this whole list really quick and try to bring as much value in the beginning for people who have a shorter attention span, or they only came here to see some of my lists and actually had to pull them and they don't really have questions. So let's help those people out first and get it going. Remember, guys, don't forget, like this video and subscribe. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Let it see. One of the things you can do that's not a payment that will help me destroy the gurus and put all these gurus out of business. I got in trouble last week because I said I legitimately want to put everyone out of business in real estate wholesaling for gurus and courses. And everyone's like, Zach, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, I don't care. The gurus don't watch me. They're too busy selling courses to watch me. So let's get it going, guys. Also, quick update on the Back to Riches podcast. I've been inviting a couple gurus on. I'm not calling them gurus, but they do sell courses, and they're not like bad gurus, but they do sell courses. And I am actually in the process of verifying them all through HUDs. And so whoever I'm bringing on, they're going to be HUD verified. They might sell courses, but they're going to be 7-figure wholesalers that could give some insight. Just remember, if I bring anyone on the podcast that sells courses, remember, I don't condone selling any courses, but the amount of people that run a 7-figure operation that sell courses is high. And the amount of people that do 7-figure operations that don't sell courses is low. So small little labor pool I can give. But fire damage properties are amazing. Probates, guys, I'm telling you, probates. Still pull probates. You guys have heard me. I am absolutely like not all in, but I'm heavily invested in pre-probates because I think it's one of the newest things that are coming in real estate wholesaling that is just absolute killer. So I am absolute loving pre-probates. But right now we're still pulling probates. Probates are still one of my favorite ones out there. And honestly, it's not going to change. Probates are amazing. I love probates. I'm not going to stop marketing the probates, especially probate mailers and cold calling them. So probates, you get that from the clerk of the court. You're going to have to find, this isn't a whole probate video. We're probably going to do a probate video soon, but overall, when it comes to probates, you need to find the person that unfortunately passed away, and then find the heirs, the people that are going to actually get the property inherited to them. We want to actually talk to those people and see if they're looking to sell the property for cash. Remember, with motivated sellers and motivated seller lists, not every single person is going to want to sell the property for cash. Most of them are going to say F you or no, or they don't want to deal with you. And it's the truth. It's really sad. But the cool part is a very select few are going to say yes. And when you get that yes, you make tens of thousands of dollars. And that's the way we do it here in this business. So it's pretty exciting. Probates, we're going to skip trace that with truepeoplesearch.com. Call these people on Google Voice and go from there. And the next one is something true in my heart that I literally put my money where my mouth was with Zillow for sale by owners. Zillow for sale by owners is one of the absolute greatest lists ever out there. I can tell you right now, a Zillow for sale by owner list is the best one out there. So I can tell you right now, if you want to get a real estate wholesaling deal today, all you have to literally do is go to Zillow, go to the for sale by owner list, go to the Zillow for sale by owner list, and start cold calling that list. If you actually go on YouTube, let me go pull it up right now on my phone so I can show you, because a lot of you guys, let's see here. Literally, I'm going to go to YouTube here. I'm going to search 2-hour flip with Rick or 2-hour Zach Ginn. This is streaming on both channels. Let's see here. Right here. So if you go here, 2-hour Zach Ginn or flip with Rick, there'll be 2 hours cold calling live. That video is going to be right there. That's a lot of views. Jesus. So 2,300. Wow. Okay. So I'm grateful for you guys. I thought that thing had like 500 views. Okay. So that video, I did 2 hours. I did 3 or 6. No, I did 3 of those where I went behind the camera with my phone and Google Voice. And I literally went to Zillow. I did a little cute little spin roulette thing and found a market. And I cold called that market for 2 hours straight on Zillow. And I got a probate deal. I got insane leads. I found a bunch of cash buyers. Go to that video and find it. Actually, while I'm talking and ranting, I'm actually going to go get the link and put it in the comments so you guys can see it. But I cold called for 2 hours. And I got tons of leads and a ton of deals and a ton of cash buyers, all through the power of cold calling a for sale by owner. It is not sexy to cold call Zillow for sale by owners. It is hard work. It sucks. But at the end of that, you get wholesaling deals, and it's one of the best ones out there. So let me go do FSBO, Zach Ginn, and see what pops up. Like, you just got to search the stuff, and I'm going to get it. So I got a couple of them I did. So let me copy this one and paste it on there, and I'll copy the other ones. And I'll put them in the comments for you guys really quick so you guys can see them. And then I'll put the other one out there. But this is what it looks like. But I'm telling you, like, there's a lot of competition with it, but you still get so many leads and deals from it. It's so worth it. 100% worth it. It's one of the best ones out there. Let's see here. And then I'm going to do this other one. And I'll post the other one on there for you guys so you can see it. But it's one of the best ones out there. Like, I'm telling you, there's gurus don't do it. They're scared to do it. And it was live, unedited. I didn't edit any of them. I might have done a gaffe or two, but that's how real cold calling is. Because coaches and like cold calling, especially cold calling coaches, they don't cold call live, and they won't go on. These cold calling coaches that are like, oh, I'm the top cold calling coach or the wholesaling coach, they will not put their money where their mouth is and put their legacy and their reputation on the line, grab their phone and start cold calling. They would literally shudder in fear if they had to do it. What they do is they do the editing, make it sexy. Their grandma's literally on the other line. I've heard that before from one of the top cold calling guys. Literally, grandma's on the other line feeding scripts to make the cold calling guy look like a genius. I went behind the camera with my phone and Google Voice, and I just cold called live, and I got deals because I am not scared. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not scared. I'm here to give you all the value I can. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect in wholesaling. I know a lot of people try to show that they're the perfect wholesaler. Nothing bad ever happens to them. Like, everything they do. I'm not perfect. And if I told you I was perfect, you unsubscribe and you just stop talking to me. I just stop. Like, I'm not perfect. And that what makes this channel one of the best ones out there in wholesaling, because I give you the truth. So these gurus are scared. They're not going to do the Zillow force. I challenge another YouTuber to go out there for 2 hours on a live and cold call and have them not shudder in fear after, because they will. They will not last. And I did that 3 times. No one else does it because they don't want to do it. They're scared and they know they'll be super embarrassed if they do it. I did it without being embarrassed and I actually got deals. So name me someone else that can literally do that off the dome right there. On-market properties. So on-market properties are very, very, very tough. And again, I'm not challenging, like I'm trying to like showboat or anything, but I challenge another YouTuber to try that. Do 3 videos of 2 hours each live stream it. I challenge someone. On market. So on market properties are really good and they're good. There's people actively today are still wholesaling on market deals, but it's a lot harder to do. So they're good if you know exactly what you're doing and you're in a very niched on market MLS wholesaling niche, but I don't want everyone to do it. So I'm just putting it on the list because it's on the list. I think you should know about it. There's people that wholesale on the MLS, but I don't recommend it. If you're like an expert and you can do it, go do it. But it can get very, very dicey and very difficult. So I would say on market's good, but you just got to be very, 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 very careful on it. And that'd be my recommendation for you guys. So be very careful with the on market properties, but still good stuff. Trying for dollars here. Driving for dollars. And also on the on market, search MLS, Zach Ginn, MLS Flip with Rick. I have the tutorials on there, but you got to be very careful on it. I'll show you exactly how to deal with realtors and everything. Again, there's so much videos. There's over between the Zach Ginn channel of wholesaling, which is exclusive Zach Ginn wholesaling content, and Flip with Rick is exclusive Rick Ginn content. And then we'll do lives together or something like that. But so the lives on the Zach Ginn channel and the Flip with Rick channel are the same, but there's exclusive content 3 days a week on the Flip with Rick channel of exclusive real estate content that the Zach Ginn channel doesn't have. And the Zach Ginn channel has 3 exclusive Zach Ginn videos that really like the Flip with Rick channel doesn't have. Because I want you guys to subscribe to both, because we're both going to have different wholesaling content type things. Because Rick's more old school and a lot more wisdom, and the Zach Ginn one's more attack on different parts. But we combine them on both of them on the lives. But on the recorded videos, they're a little different and just bonus content for you guys because you guys deserve it. I don't do this for the money, and I do it out of a passion for myself and a legacy on the wholesaling community. That's why I do it. So let's get some water, let's start chugging, and let's get this live stream going. I can go for a very long time. Literally. So let me explain how they do 2 hours without chugging a bunch of water. I'm shocked. All right. So next here is driving for dollars. So is it a free list? Is it not? That's a huge debate. Could it be? I don't. Again, you got to pay gas money for driving for dollars. So it's a little different. It's not what everyone would put in the free category. But you go walking for dollars or biking for dollars. So if you're driving around and you see something, put in your driving for dollars list. I think driving for dollars is one of the best lists out there. So hands down, I will tell you, driving for dollars is one of my favorite ones out there. So driving for dollars, technically free, technically not. You can be the judge of it, but I wanted you just to have that option out there for you if you want to do it. So that's what I'd say. Driving for dollars, still a great one. That's what I do. Find distressed properties, put it on an Excel list for yourself, and then get to work. That's what I can tell you guys right now. Last one here on the free stuff. The ones that are guaranteed free is JVing. So joint venturing, partnering up with people. I am telling you right now, JVing is another opportunity wholesaling in the past year that's been going pretty hot. Like it's been on fire lately, like JVing with someone. And I've done a lot of JV deals in the past. I'm still doing JV deals today, but JV deals are something where you match your strengths and minimize your weaknesses in wholesaling. That is the name of the game for joint venturing, especially in wholesaling real estate. And I think it's really important that we understand that. I don't think a lot of people explain it like that, but you need to maximize your strength and minimize your weaknesses. So don't JV with a wholesaler that is really good at cash buyers if you're the cash buyers expert. You need to find maybe in JVing someone who's really good at acquisitions and getting properties locked up, and you might be the dispo person. Or the other person's you're the acquisitions person, the dispo person's over there. Then you can joint venture for that deal only and get it done. Some deals sell itself a lot quicker than others. So just have that in mind for yourself. But I think joint venturing is really important. It's really going to change the way wholesaling's been done a lot. There's a lot of big companies out there trying to do it, and they charge a fortune for it. Like the JVing doesn't even work. They want like 50% of the deal. You got to be careful. Again, the most valuable part about JVing a deal is the contract. So the person doing the dispo should be paid a lot less, but I would say like a 30% for dispo, 60, 70% for if you actually get under contract. Still getting under contract in this market's the hardest part. If the market shift, it'll probably be a lot harder to sell a deal than it is to get a deal under contract. So keep that in mind. But in today's market right now, especially in 2021, joint venturing, the acquisitions part is one of the most important ones out there. So now we're on the next one. So this is part of the outside of the, how would I say, free, is basically like PropStream. So PropStream is the closest thing to free you can get. And it's technically not free, but you can do a free day trial and pull this list today. So PropStream, I might get in trouble for them. But if you guys want to do everything for free, you can do the trial and then just not do the trial. Honestly, you got free will. You do whatever you want. But you can technically, if you go to listrei.com, actually pull that list, you can actually get that list for free. So you can actually get these lists right now for free if you do that link. So I'm just glossed over this really quick. So just technically free, but if you really want to expand it, if you guys say all these lists suck, we'll do these. These are ones that I guarantee you cold call that one 5 hours a day, 5 days a week for a full year, you will make 100K easy. Okay. Right now, pre-probates. I'm telling you right now, pull all the pre-probates in your market. Go to truepeoplesearch.com. Let me put that in there. A lot of skip tracing people are going to get mad at me, but honestly, I'm here to help the people out. Paying for skip tracing if you need the time, but truepeoplesearch.com, truepeoplesearch.com is the best free skip tracing on the face of the earth. If you want to find someone's phone number absolutely for free, especially in real estate wholesaling, truepeoplesearch.com. It's going to be right. Hold on. Here. Truepeoplesearch.com. Hands down the best. I can tell you right now, if you have no money, I want to skip trace for free. TruePeopleSearch.com. You don't have to pay for skip tracing if you don't have the money or you have a ton of time. You don't have to. I pay for skip tracing because I have the money and I want to keep my time. Time is the most valuable asset. Outside of business, anything personal, time is the most valuable asset you have. So I'm going to not do a lot of time doing the True People Search. But if you have a lot of time, go do it. Back to pre-probates. Pull the pre-probates. And in pre-probates, you can find errors on truepeoplesearch.com. It's a little harder, but you can. And then from there, you can do well. Or you pay for skip tracing, but technically you have to pay for that list or pay for the skip tracing on it. So hear me out, but it could be more difficult. So if you use something like Batch or like smszach.com to go out there and do the skip tracing on there. So for the pre-probates, you go and actually find the errors of the property and cold call that list. Go from there. Next here is vacants. Cold call vacants. You cannot go wrong. I would also put high equity, but it's a little more difficult, especially it's not as niched out. So I won't put that for vacants. People that literally have a house that just sits there vacant. There's no one in there. It's literally collecting dust. It's a great one out there to do. It's actually a liability because they have to pay taxes. So that's what I see on there. Last one here is high equity vacants. So vacants that have a ton of equity. That's a little more niched out. You could put people that own the property for more than 3, 4, 5 years on there. And it's really good one out there. And you could do a lot more high equity vacants and start hammering that list. But remember here, when it comes to doing a high equity list or a pre-probate list or vacants or any of the lists that I actually said that are for free, if you want to pull them, absolute, not a dime out of your pocket, all for free lists, and you actually want to start cold calling it, the way that you should cold call is you got to do the KISS method, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. When you're cold calling these people, remember, make the process super, super simple. Skip tracing, use smszach.com for the paid one, or just go to truepeoplesearch.com. Put that on there for you guys. Again, truepeoplesearch.com. Go there, start cold calling. Zach, do I need the special Guru script? Someone says I need to go use this big Guru free script or whatever. You can use a free Guru script. Just remember that most wholesalers are using that one and they're not genuine. They sound kind of fake. So the one I recommend is you literally just have a conversation with them, ask if they own the property, and see if they want to sell the property. Why do you want to buy the property, Zach? Because I'm looking for more properties as an investment, or I'm looking to actually get them for myself as a rental, depending on what you want to do. So if you're actually trying to buy these as rentals, then sure. If you're wanting to sell the property or wholesale it, just say you're looking for investment properties. That's it, that you can buy for cash. It really depends on what you want to do, but remember, just got to understand that. But overall, start calling them, ask them if they want to sell the property, start qualifying them, go through the whole acquisitions process. Go to www. You can tell this is live. www.flipwithrick.com/contract. From there, get a contract and get it going, guys. Dispo that thing and let's get it going. So this is the part where I get to answer questions. So this is really exciting. I am pumped up for this one. And let's get it going. Let's start answering some questions and get a Q&A going. Go as long as possible. I get some water. That was a ton of water. But let's go live for as long as I want. So let's get it going. All right. Let's see. Can't wait for the 5 p.m. live. Let's go. We got the flexing emoji. I love it. Let's go. Let's go. How's it going, Camille? How are you? How are you? Mike says, let's go. I'm pumped up. Everyone's having a great time with this. This is really exciting. I love it that the people are loving this stuff. And I'm here to help the people out. I'm trying to be for the people here. And I am literally putting the money back in your pocket that you will pay for a guru so you can actually start marketing and living your own dreams for wholesaling, not a guru's dream. I mean, look at the gurus, the watches and stuff. It's literally all money that they're stealing from you. How's it going, Zach? How's it going, Angel? Thank you. Raphael, thank you so much. The love and support today have been amazing. Hey, Zach, thanks for the value in your time. Kelly, I appreciate it. Remember, time is the most valuable asset, and I'm giving it because I'm here to change the wholesaling industry. Kevin, hey, Zach, I called to get a list of code violations, fire damages, etc. I got denied for LA County and San Bernardino County. I know people pulling code violations from San Bernardino County. You got to go to the actual place, knock on the door and talk to them, or do a FOIA request. Did you do a FOIA request? I need to understand. Let me know, Kevin. Facts. Sup G, Zach G. Sup G, Zach G. I love it. Alexander, what is up? Would you please demo True People Search sometime? When I do, I get emails from months and it takes a long time to search a single lead. Would you do a demonstration? Yeah, I'll do a demonstration. So let me try to pull it up. Go to truepeoplesearch.com and let's pull it up. Emails from months. Okay. So let me share my screen. All right, let's get it pulled up. All right, share it. So I just searched Xavier in Port St. Lucie, Florida. I mean, I'm not really going to get fancy with this stuff. So let me pop it up here. Literally, that's what I did. Xavier in, I don't know, Port St. Lucie. I will go to Angela M.A. Xavier. Sorry, Angela, if you're looking at this, phone number's right there. Boom. I mean, that's literally as simple as True People Search should be. That's what I see. I mean, that's as simple as it should be. So that is my demo for True People Search. I don't know how you're getting emails and stuff. You can do the reverse phone. You can go from reverse address, actually put in the address on there. There's so much you can do on there, and it makes it so easy to skip tracing. So I love it for the free stuff. If I had no money, it's the only thing to do, really. So TruePeopleSearch.com. I love it. One of the best ones out there. So I don't know what you're doing wrong. Maybe you're using a different website, but that's what I would do, Alexander. Christopher Kavanaugh, what is up? How back for code violations? So for code violations, I like to do 30 days. 30 days is really where I'm at on it. You could do all the open ones plus the past ones for 30 days. Zach, you're a wholesale genius. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. You're very nice, man. Thanks, Eduardo. Nice, bro. Thank you. Thank you. And I found an Xavier on here. I actually didn't even see your comment pop up before I even did it. That's crazy. Love this dude. Haha. Appreciate you, Zach. Xavier, appreciate you and the support you give. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, Zach and everyone else now living in Pompano Beach. Thank you for being a great teacher. Broward County represent. I love it. I love it. Got family in Broward County, so I love it. Thanks for this, man. Do these lists work well with vacant land as well? Vacant land is a great one. That's more of a mass. You're going to have to pay a lot of money for the vacant land, but you can still go to listrei.com and get it for really cheap. So yeah, that's where I get my vacant land lists. Everything, the Drawing for Dollars app, it's all on listrei.com. So that's why I tell everyone just do the trial for it. Just check it out. Oh, snap. There goes the water jug. I know. We got the water jug going all out on it. But yeah, it gives me the energy to go. I love drinking water, and it's just healthy. And it gives me the energy to keep going on this stuff and doing a video a day. Video a day since December. Seriously. What is it now? It's freaking June. It's June. I've been doing a video a day since December 1st. Are you kidding me? My gosh, that's crazy. Thomas says, anyone here from Michigan? I do wholesaling in Michigan, but I'm not from Michigan. Let's see here. Get the comments going. Let's get it going. All right. Let's pop up more comments on here. Got to let it load up. Get it going. How long in Florida the owner has to pay me back the back taxes I paid before I can have possession of the property? Sometimes it's 2 months, sometimes it's 3, sometimes it's 4. It's just depending on the county. Never tried fire damage. Search fire damage space flip with Rick or fire damage space Zach Ginn, and all the videos you want are on there. Just literally go to the fire department or the firehouses in your area and ask for all the fire damage properties, like a code violation. It's not a filter on PropStream or listrei.com, but literally you just pull it from the government. Alexander, go look at my in-depth videos. I don't have 2 hours to talk about fire damage properties, but it'll go off all how to do all the comps, the repairs, and everything. Fire damage space flip with Rick. I'm telling you, it's really good. How do I find this? There's so many people that haven't gotten this list. That's awesome. That means there's so much opportunity for you guys to actually get wholesaling deals, which is great. So what I do is, if you want to find the fire damage list, you again go to the fire damage property list. Actually go to the fire department and request the list, or go in person to the fire, like was it the Capitol in the county or the head office headquarters there, and go from there. Zach, you were awesome. Do you have a live every day? I do a live on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, 4 days a week. The other 3 days, I'll do recorded videos, which are more in-depth on stuff. Troy says, how do you pull a fire damage list besides leveraging firefighters? Just call. That's it. My gosh, how do we get the fire damage list? Just call the fire department and ask for the list. Search fire damage space flip with Rick. It'll go on there. How can we comp a property? Of course you can comp properties. Can I request for fire damage list from the county if I'm not a U.S. citizen? Yes, you can. Or just have a citizen on Facebook do it with you, and you guys can get the list. Or I'll do, honestly, just say that you're doing it for me, and I'm a U.S. citizen, so sure. Zach, let me buy you dinner. No, let me buy you dinner for your support. Let me know where you guys are at. I'll buy you guys, seriously, I'll buy you guys dinner. Come on. I'm not here for leveraging anyone. Like, seriously, why don't I buy everyone a bunch of pizza and we have a pizza party? And wherever I go in the US, we'll do a pizza party to talk about wholesaling. How about that? Can I get on a podcast? Yeah, I mean, if you run a 6-7 figure operation and I can verify it, I'd love to talk to you. To get the water shut off list, which utility department to get it from? So Space County Utility Department. So in Palm Beach, I would go to the Palm Beach County Utility Department. Sometimes the city has a utility lien list, so be careful on that one. That's probably what I would do. Zach the Guru, Grim Reaper. I love it. Can you wholesale a condemned property? Of course you can, Josh. Don't worry. And then Cass, you're amazing. Thank you. But yeah, Josh, I can wholesale a condemned property. You can too. Done it before. Not going to, you don't have to go to the courthouse, but if someone tells me they can't get probate leads, they should. You get it online from the clerk of the court absolutely for free. And then for pre-probates, you can just get it from listrei.com. Really depends where, but you can anywhere. What's pre-probate? You anticipated someone dying. I imagine probate in Florida is big. Again, Florida is God's waiting room. Respectfully, of course, for everyone, but a lot of old people in Florida, a ton. So pre-probate is when someone dies and they actually own a property and you can match those records. List REI does that for like millions and millions and millions. So that's honestly what they do. That's huge. That's great. So probate in Florida is huge. That's why I'm big into it. And a lot of people that even have small markets, it's still huge because not a lot of wholesalers are actually pulling them or actually going after them. So it's huge. It's great. I love it. It's one of the best ones out there. So yes, it's before the probate filing process starts. You can actually do that. Literally just finished that. That's sweet, Micah. Let's pull some more out. All right, so let's pull it up. All right, let's find this. Your legend. All right. Samuel says, you're legendary. Samuel, you are legendary. You guys supporting me on this channel is legendary because I'm just a crazy guy doing a video a day for wholesaling. I'm the crazy one. You guys are crazier for supporting me, which means you guys are getting some value, which is awesome. That's honestly just all I want. No doubt agents are going after Zillow for FSBOs as well. How do you turn these sellers to you when they won't work with an agent? If they don't want to work with an agent, then they're not an agent lead. If they want to work with a cash sale, that will probably be lower than the market price, and they know that, work with me. I'll get a wholesale deal, and we'll get it going from there. Has to be motivation. I prefer FSBOs that have been marinating. That's the term I like to use, that they are just in the bottom of the Zillow FSBO, so the agents don't call them or anything. And it's a lot better. But yeah, that's what I do. So for the Zillow for sale by owners, I want to do the ones that are really old and they basically didn't relist it and they don't have anyone calling them anymore. Those are perfect. And they still were interested in selling, but they kind of stopped and now they might be reintroduced to selling. So go watch those videos. They're great. You're right, because Florida is a place a lot of older people come after retire, zero taxes. LO grandmas. It's 100% true. Should I pull probate on List REI from the courthouse or go on another one? Pre-probates from List REI and then get the fresh one from the courthouse. Do both. Cold calling is absolutely never sexy, LOL. It never is. But can I go inside of a fire department and ask personally? Yeah, you can. Is for sale by owner no on market? For sale by owner is not on market unless it's literally listed with a realtor. The only way I actually always ask is the property, is FSBO not on market? It is not on market. And the only way to ask is if they signed a listing agreement, the seller. And most of them say no. You usually know if you sign a listing agreement or not. Randy says cold calling is like a battlefield. It is a battlefield. Seriously. It is literally Gettysburg out there, cold calling. It is bloody. It is terrible. It is all out war. But ones that know how to do it well, get it done. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Tai says, hey, Zach, what's better, batch skip tracing or PropStream? I like batch skip tracing better, and I use both services. Trying for dollars pays for itself easy. I 100% agree, Randy. 100%. Randy's paid out $105,000 in JV deals to date. Wow. Funny Cloud, do you think I can start this business out of the US? Yes, 100%. You can do it outside of the United States easily. No worries. Viviana says, what is the best general running comps formula for 2021? So my favorite running comps formula is it's weird to explain, but it's basically what is my cash buyer going to pay for the property? And that's it. So again, my formula, I'll do it for you guys behind here. So let me go pull up my calculator and let's start just calculating this deal. So let's say we have a $200,000 property. Okay. So $200,000. So let's say it needs about 35,000 repairs. So we're going to minus $35,000 off of that. Now we have the property's worth basically 165,000. So it's worth 200,000, needs $35,000 in repairs, which means it's probably worth in right now condition $165,000. Now you got to figure out what discount your cash buyer is willing to pay for that deal. Are they going to pay 10% off of market value, 20, 15? Most of your time it's going to be 15 if you're in a crazier state. Let's say you're in a bigger one, like let's say like Maricopa County or something, you're probably 10%. So 90% of that $165,000 will be $148,500. And that's a really good deal. So that means my cash buyer in this situation is probably going to pay me 100 and let's just play it safe, 145,000. Okay. That's what my cash buyer is going to pay on this deal. Now I know, okay, so my cash buyer is willing to pay $145,000. So I look at it as arbitrage. I have a $145,000 check here. Would you buy checks like that for a discount? Of course you will. So what I mean by that is, were you willing to pay $3 for a $5 bill? Yes, you are. So this is $145,000. Would you get that thing under contract for $140,000 and sell it for $145,000, then make $5,000? Of course you will. So that's how I figure it out. I offer 110. I get under contract for 110. Then I'll make what, 35,000 on that deal? Boom, perfect. That is the best general running comps formula for 2021 for figuring out my offer. My formula for comps also is I literally just do square footage. I do the subdivision. I make sure the roofing and really the condition is generally okay. And I go by date, obviously. Everything past 3 months, I don't like to look at it too much. So that's what I do. And bedroom, bathrooms, all that stuff. Best way to find a cash buyer. I like Facebook. I think Facebook's hands down the best one out there right now. Recently been noticing my lists are outdated. Seller lives in properties or rents vacant. Okay. That's not good. We probably got to update that list. Indosol Think Music Talk. Wait, the boy who calls himself beautiful. Cool name, guys. Rick, with an assigned contract, do you send the main contract to the buyer as well? Wait, with an assignment of contract, do you send the main contract? You have to. If you're selling okay. Hold on. Let's get the water. That's how serious this is. Excuse me. Sorry. When you're assigning a contract, you're actually selling that contract to someone else. So think about this again. You are selling the contract. You're assigning it. You're selling the contract. So wouldn't the cash buyer want to see what the actual contract looks like before they actually buy it? Of course. So you're going to have to send the assignment contract because the buyer needs to know what you put in there. Again, trust is huge, but they could sign the dotted line and not know. So of course they need to know. It's pretty important to do. So that's what I would say. But yeah, unfortunately, they have to see the main one too. How to vet cash buyers. No one is giving out their proof of funds when I request it. Well, then don't use them. The best way to vet cash buyers is to find good cash buyers. That would be my advice for you. So go to listrei.com, pull cash sales in your area. And then when you pull the cash sales in your actual area, these people legitimately buying these properties for all cash. That's what they're doing. So it's a lot easier to vet them because they will not be scared. If they're not giving out the proof of funds, then they're not legit cash buyers. And your marketing source for finding these cash buyers is probably wrong if you can't find it like that. So that'd be my recommendation for you there. Kalani King, to get the water shut off list, is there one utility department in LA County? I'm pretty sure. I'm not the expert. You got to look that stuff up. Sorry. Zach, thank you for dropping gems as always. Santiago, thank you for supporting me and actually watching this content. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Batch, hands down. When contacting property owners in virtual market, should you ever let the owner know that you aren't actually in the area? If they don't ask, I don't tell. If they ask, I'll tell them the truth. I don't have trouble with true people, but not always accurate. Again, yeah, Melody, you do have a good point there. I mean, it's the most accurate you're going to get for free. Again, smszach.com is probably what you're going to do if you don't want to do that. So Luke says, I think he is talking when you go further than just contact info. You are getting notified of credit, arrest, record stuff on Triple. Yeah, if you go further, don't do that. That's because most buyers don't close with actual cash. They find lending, which not a true cash buyer. Matt, what's up, Matt? For pre-probates, do you wait a few weeks after the homeowner dies to start cold calling heirs, or cold call as soon as you see that they died? Matt, let me ask you an important question here. If you wait 2 weeks after the pre-probate's actually on PropStream or listREI.com and you wait to let it simmer for you, guess what I'm going to do? I'm just going to call right when it happens. I'm going to be faster than you. I'm already going to build that connection and that initial rapport with the seller before you do. So the answer here, Matt, is speed is everything in wholesaling. Speed, 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 speed. You have to be quick on your feet. You have to be the first one to contact these sellers. Unfortunately, the pre-probate, you have to be fast. The faster you are with probates, you're going to beat the agents. You're going to beat the other wholesalers. That is the key to actually having success in wholesaling is speed, especially in a great, like huge, big, saturated market. So speed is everything, guys. You got to keep the speed up. Lulu, when I pull the list, sometimes the name of the company owner isn't listed, and instead it's a company or city owned. Would you skip trace the list? If so, if you have the address, then yes. If it's a really motivated one, I would. Christopher, I got a population of 500,000 in my local market. I'm working on a reverse drawing for dollars campaign. I guess you saw the video yesterday. That is 100% true. I did a video on reverse drawing for dollars. It's absolutely killer, guys. I cannot tell you enough. Start reverse drawing for dollars. You will have huge success with it. It will be very good. So yes, reverse drawing for dollars. I absolutely love that list and keep it up. The term in the seller's contract where it says, I reserve the right to market the deal. How do I? In the term of the seller's contract where it says, I reserve the right to market the deal. How do I? You market to cash buyers. That's what you do. All right, answer that question. Explain that term to them if the seller asks. Yeah, just say you can market it to yourself, another company, or other partners you can. Sometimes you'll have other people buy the property if they're a friend or a partner, and sometimes you will. But remember, when you're signing that contract, you have an agreement that at worst case scenario, you're buying that property on that date. Kelly says, hey, Zach, cool stuff, man. If I wanted to just send postcards and not cold call, would I send the first postcard when the second when? I would do every 3 months for a postcard for a list, especially like a big high equity one or something like that. What is a good amount of leads to pull? I've pulled 2 lists off 600 each in the past month, and my VA has not been able to get any leads. You're not cold calling enough. 600 is not enough. Start doing a triple line dialer. Just do like ZachDialer.com or something like that and get it going. That would be my recommendation. So where is it? ZachDialer.com. Tom here in Michigan, brother. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Wow, Zach, I'm so impressed. Melody, thank you. Consistency. Holy bleep, a video a day. That's crazy. Kelly, since December, I've been doing a video a day. Me and Rick. And I've been trying to change the wholesaling industry. Literally, I've been trying to change everything about it. I'm telling you right now, I am showing everything as possible in real estate wholesaling for free. Been doing this for over 6 months straight now. I ain't going to stop, and I will not stop, and no one's going to stop me. So I'm telling you right now, I'm going to keep pumping it up. Let's see. Crystal says, hey, Zach, would you show me how to get free leads from wholesale Facebook pages you demonstrate on Mac's video wholesale page before I can't find video? Let me pull the video up for you right now and let's get it going. So let's go on YouTube. And that was it was a fun video I did. So what Crystal's asking here, let me pull it up here. What Crystal's asking is how basically I can find cash buyers from other people's Facebook groups. Not mine. Again, Wholesaling Houses for Real is mine. But let me actually pull it up here and try to find it. So it'd be cash buyers. And then it will be probably Flip with Rick's where I was at. I think I posted on the Zach Ginn channel too. Let me go find it. So it's right here. I remember these people are gonna get so mad at me that so let me go get the video for you and pop. If you guys have a video like question or request, just DM me at Flip with Rick or at Flip with Zach, and it'll be good. So let me pop it up here. Let me copy it. Let's get it going. So, all right, here it is. Let me get it for you guys. So I can show you how to go in other people's videos, literally like a sniper. So if you're watching this on Facebook, screenshot this really quick and then go from there. You can literally screenshot this and that's the video, or just on YouTube, go to that link and it'll show you actually how to do it. It's pretty cool. All right. And let me find that comment. Hold up. Where was I left? Okay, right here. Can we comp a property? I mean, yes. Let me know. Zach, I have a population. I would like to add 30,000 properties, but only got 2,000. What list would you recommend? Code violations, just high equity, honestly, or tax delinquencies are really good too, and tax liens. Thank you. Appreciate you, and Rick, Zach. Thank you. You need to get a water sponsor. The water industry is terrible. Like I'm not going to get a rant here about water industries, but you guys should not be paying $2 for a bottle of water. Literally, filter it yourself. Seriously, I drink a lot of water. So, what do you need to know about wholesaling fourplexes? Cash flow is really important. I would say cash flow is super, super important. I just put together a pre-pro list of 642. Do I cold call, SMS? If I cold call, is there a great script you recommend? Literally, call them and ask if they're just interested in selling that property, and just have no context really on it, and just ask you looking to buy properties in the area. That's it. That's my cold calling script. I would cold call that. Don't do SMS on it. No, I do. No, honestly, I use batch leads. I don't use PropStream really for skip tracing. I use it for everything else though. So take that as you will. If you guys ever want 50% off of skip tracing, I think use code Zach on batch leads for skip tracing. Just a discount for you guys. Because too many people go, actually, I tell people that that's what I recommend, and they pay full price for it. So just get 50% off of it. Use code Zach on there. Have you ever done business in Pittsburgh, PA, or Ohio? Ohio, yes, not Pittsburgh. Great. Those two markets are great, though. I'm not the grammar police. I know what you mean. New Jersey is a tough one, but you can still get it going. Zach, once I sign a contract, do I send back to the buyer? Once I sign the contract, do I send back to the buyer? Should I send the original agreement? Yes. I will be in New Jersey. I will be doing a meetup in New Jersey. I don't know when, but I love New Jersey. I've never been there, but I've watched a lot of The Sopranos, and I love New Jersey. And it's a cool place. I'll probably go by like Hoboken and Tom's Rivers, stuff like that. Trenton, all those really cool places, eat a bunch of Italian food. And I love New Jersey. So I'd love to go by New Jersey, definitely New York City. A lot of New York City people will follow me here. So I love Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, Bronx, all the places. Wait, did I mix Manhattan, Queens, Bronx, Staten Island, and Brooklyn? Okay, I named everyone. Hopefully no one in the boroughs got mad at me. But yeah. How can I start pulling better lists? I feel like I've exhausted calling high equity probates in San Francisco, by the way. Go to Oakland and start doing that. Boom. Alameda County, I think. I'm in Jackson. Let's do a pizza party. I got to go up to Jacksonville, probably for the Florida-Georgia game. This year, next year, we'll go out. I'll do a day early. We go to Jacksonville before that game, and we'll do a pizza party. Pizza party in Vegas or Miami. Obviously, I'm going to do some meetups in Miami. I love the city of Miami. That's where my Dolphins are. That's where the Hurricanes play. Gators don't play there, but that's where my teams are. Miami. I love Miami. But they're like Miami Gardens, so a little different. But I'll actually do the city of Miami. We'll have a fun time. I have family in Miami. I love Miami. I love Las Vegas. I'll be out there. I think it's a great market too. I'll go out to Las Vegas. I'll go everywhere. Los Angeles, everywhere. Probably do a nationwide tour soon, which not soon, but within 2022, definitely. Maybe the later part of this year. All right. New and nervous. I'm going to start a business in saturated market of wholesalers. Any advice? Let me know what market I'll have. Oh my gosh. Dane's an amazing market. Start cold calling, drawing for dollars. You will not go wrong in that market. I promise you. Very low price points. It's a great one. That's my one regret. I made a top 10 virtual wholesaling video. Dane should have been on that list. Great list. Hi, Zach. How do you make a large spread on your deals? Can you show us the calculation? I just showed you the calculation a little earlier, so watch the replay on this. But on the calculation wise, on spreads, it's all about building rapport. Off topic of this live, but when you're doing wholesaling virtually, should you ever let the property owners know that you aren't from the area? Again, if they don't ask, I don't tell them. But if they do ask, I'll let them know. But I have partners in the area. So the probates online REI list, listrei.com replaces going to the courthouse to pull them. For pre-probates, yes. I'm finally going to start. I've been reading and need to jump. Let's get it going. Start doing the action. Benji, hey, Zach, I'm currently working with the skip trace pre-probate list, and it shows the deceased owner and the secondary owner, but I have 3 numbers. I'm assuming reach out to all the numbers listed. I'm doing SMS. So skip trace pre-probate list, it shows deceased owner, secondary owner, but I have a 3. Hold on, get some water. Do all 3 numbers, I would say. What to do when a seller doesn't answer you when you're ready to present them an offer? Keep calling, leave a voicemail. Hey, this is Zach. Please give me a call back when you can. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. On a pre-probate lead, when an heir agrees to sell to you, is there a contract that's executed with the heir, or would it be valid since the heir does not yet have an interest in the property? Do it with the heir, and then you can go use the core system and go through there. Pizza emoji. I love pizza. I can do anything. I do burritos, tacos. I love spicy food, seafood, anything you guys want. I just like pizza, though. That's what I was thinking. Hey, Zach, did you hear about Oklahoma and you need a license to wholesale now? I'm not up to date on the new one here, but I'll go research it after. I did a video on that. The one thing did fail, but maybe they're trying again. Yes, I put the freedom of information out. They said they can't give it to us. Well, go contact someone that does, because there's people in LA County that do it, and San Bernardino County. So DM me, I'll get you in contact with those people. I've been personally through both probate and foreclosure. Glad to finally know the solutions to get started. Let's get it going. How do I get 5+ year expired listings if I'm not a realtor? Just go to listrei.com. Again, that's listrei.com. It's on the bottom of my thing. It's like fishing. Exactly. No, I've not used Versum Reach. Thanks, boss. Thank you. I had my first property under contract that I got in under 5 days, but I couldn't find a cash buyer. Listrei.com, cold cash buyers. You will find one, I promise you. These are people that bind the properties cash. It's like saying, hey, I want to find someone that's good at weightlifting. Go to the gym and find someone. If you want to get a job done or something strong, go to the gym. Go to where the people are hanging out. I want to find people that like fishing. Well, go to the dock. Go to the fishing clubs. Go there. Go to the bait shop. You'll find someone who likes fishing at a bait shop. So if you want to find cash buyers, go to listrei.com and find the list of people buying properties for cash. Is probate supposed to be free as part of the FOIA Act? Yes. But sometimes they'll charge for the actual paper. So see if you can get the online version of it. Could be free. Sometimes you might have to pay, but most of the time it's free. Thanks, Zach. Hugo, you can't get rid of it on any of them. That's how Twilio does it. Do you suggest I should JV with any other wholesalers? Can I do it alone? And if I actually virtual wholesale properties from another country, what I need to know in order to close my first deal? The tax situation is a little different, FunCloud, but overall, it's not the biggest deal in the world. But what I would say is when JV, make sure you find someone that accentuates your weaknesses. So if you're really bad at putting properties under contract, but you're really good at finding cash buyers, find someone who's going the other opposite end. That's what I'd recommend. Daisy chain wholesalers, they're a mess, but you just got to be very careful with them. I'm Speed Lightning McQueen, LOL. I love it. For pre-probate, whom do I contact about the property? Contact the heirs. So skip trace that list on smszach.com or just PropStream, and then cold call the heirs and see if they want to buy that property, and then put the heirs under contract. If I have to contract, just minus off what a cash buyer would pay, minus whatever you want to have your fee in. Your fee could be 10 grand or 100K. Doesn't matter. Literally just make a profit on it. Appreciate you. Julie says, hey, Zach, thank you so much for what you're doing. With good skip tracing and SMS blasting platform, but not a lot of money. Google Voice is the best free one. Again, 500 texts for $1, smszach.com. That's what I'd say. Viviana asks, do you have a wholesale formula as well as a micro flipping formula? Micro flipping, not really. I have the video on micro flipping. It's pretty good, but it's not the cure-all on there. But what I would say is you got to just be kind of careful on it. So when it comes to wholesaling, I personally would say it's got to be over a $40,000 wholesale deal that doesn't cost a lot of money for me. That's what makes me interested in a wholesale. Basically, if it's above 35, 30, and it needs less than $4,000 of work, it won't be a mess on the MLS, then I'll go after it. That's kind of my way to do it. Zach Ginn is on a mission. I love it. Thank you so much. FunCloud says, you're the best. To be honest, I can't stop watching your videos. You're a great man. FunCloud, thank you. You're great. Thank you for the support. It means so much to me. You're just constantly watching my videos. How can I find commercial sellers? I'm an agent who needs off-market deals. So commercial sellers, listrei.com is the best one out there for it. How do I improve my talking skills to sellers? The top way to improve your talking skills to motivated sellers is by cold calling. Cold calling is the best way to build your talking skills with motivated sellers. I cannot stress this enough. To increase your talking skills, you need to spend more time talking. The more time you spend talking to motivated sellers, the more time you spend cold calling and actually marketing for motivated sellers will mean you have more time. We actually start putting the hours in there and get better. Think about it as weightlifting. How are you going to get better at weightlifting? You need to start lifting weights. How are you going to get better at shooting three-point shots for basketball? You got to put in the reps. To put in the reps to improve talking to sellers, literally the best way to increase that skill is by talking to sellers. And the only way to talk to sellers is by cold calling that list. So hands down, I can tell you right now, to improve your talking skills to sellers, start cold calling. Create a plan, create a schedule for cold calling, and that will give you the best results. Go out there and make a plan. Say Monday through Friday, I'm going to be cold calling motivated sellers. That is my goal. That's what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do. Then you're putting in the reps. What I did to increase my skill set for where I'm at right now for talking to sellers is through Monday through Friday, literally when I was in college, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., 5 days a week for an entire year straight, I started cold calling. That's it. Like, that's all it takes. Start putting the reps. It's like asking someone, how can I be, the best free throw shooter ever? Do 5,000 free throws every single day for 5 days a week for a year straight. You'll get very good at it. Like, it's a skill. To improve the skill, you have to put in the reps. That is what it's all about in this real estate wholesaling operation. That's how you improve those skills. Same thing for building cash buyer skills. Same thing for building that marketing skills. You got to spend more time in the reps, learning, and you'll get way better. That is my recommendation. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. I never pulled I never pulled owner occupied list. It's always a vacant. What's a good owner occupied list? I have no problem burning the line. It's a good owner occupied list. Listaria.com would probably do that the best. But if the owner lives in it, I would probably do like a bad credit list if you want to quote unquote burn the line or something. Don't drink bottled water. I'm telling you. This is refilled, by the way. When you get the water shut off list, won't the renter's name be on the list if they're rental property? That's why you skip trace it, do the reverse phone number, and actually find the owner, and go on the property appraiser and find the actual owner on there. With a contract, so either go to www.flipwithrick.com/contract and actually start pulling that list. That'll probably give the best results possible on there. Kelly says, get the water filter from your Meriden's or Home Depot that goes under your sink. I just got one. It's awesome. Change the filter. I love it. What about North Carolina? I'm in Raleigh. I'm getting laid out daily. They said you're getting 20 to 25 calls every day. I'm doing a vacant list. Do probates and do drawing for dollars. It's a lot easier and there's a lot less competition. What contract to use? Let me pull it up for you. See if I can find it. Boom. www.flipwithrick.com/contract. That is what I would use. That is what I recommend. And that's it. So www.flipwithrick.com/contract. That is the contract that I use in my real estate wholesaling operation. And that's the one I 100% recommend. So use that one and it will help you out so much. I promise you. That is the contract that I use. That's also my assignment of contract. And that is the one that I recommend. So that's what I do. So that's probably what I'd recommend. And that's what I do. So www.flipwithrick.com/contract is my free assignment of contract. That's honestly the best assignment of contract in the entire world is on there. So www.flipwithrick.com/contract. And then after that, that's the best one out there. There's not a better one out there, hands down. I can tell you right now. So that's the one I personally use. All right. Hey, Zach, how do you feel about Tampa? It's a good market, but it could get saturated. Do the counties around there also, like Citrus and Pasco? I think you do pretty well. Hi, Zach. Off topic, I'm Atlanta. Can you still be a successful wholesaler in this buyer's market? Yes, I'm telling you. Monique, Atlanta is still a hot market. It's hot Atlanta. It's a great market. Still great. If you're starting out, would it be better to call sellers first or find a title company first? Also, contract from a title company. Do you make your own? Again, my contract's www.flipwithrick.com/contract. Find the title company first and then start doing it. But I recommend you do both at the same time. I'll go to Vegas for a pizza party. That's sweet. How do I go about locating a property's address when virtually drawing for dollars at times Zillow is unable to locate the off-market property? The property pins. So Google Maps. They have the whole country on lock. So they mapped it out pretty well. Like I said before, Tampa's good. Taper, no, and there's still a lot of wholesaling deals there, but do the counties around there also. No, I'll work on a video for it, though, for you, Chris. Skip tracing a trust. There's so many buyers on Facebook, I'm telling you. There's so many. Or LLC. LLC, just use batch for it. That's probably what I recommend on there. Let's see here. Anyone here try JV, DFW? Do you have a repair estimator? Not really. I call all the contractors in my area and ask them, and that's where I get basically all the costs from there. Let's see. Everyone I call, they say they get 5 calls a day from people trying to buy their house. Can tell me if there's too much competition or is this normal? Brandon, you got to let me know what list you're calling. That's the only way I could tell you. Does not having an LLC as a beginner cause confusion when tax time hits? No, I think you should make some money before you start getting the LLC, and it'd be a lot better. What's good, Zach? Appreciate the info, my man. Thank you, Tonio. Love McNeil says listrei.com. So listrei.com. Also, if you look on the screen below on the ticker, that would be the link for you on there. How can I pull a better list? Would you recommend I just keep calling the high equity properties? If you can get through all the high equity ones, start expanding more markets and get a triple line dialer like batch leads or like zachdialer.com, zachdialer.com. That's what I'd say. DFW market is hot. It's competition. You just have to keep looking and grinding, finding creative deals to get deals outside the outer cities. 100% agree. I've not. Tonio says, have you done flips in Fort Myers, Cape Coral? No, I have not. Let's see here, outer cities, like how far out do you think? So I'd like at least 4 or 5 counties deep. Anywhere you can drive for an hour and a half, 2 hours, I would say. How do you feel about, I don't know what reoname is. I'll look it up really quick. Reoname. Oh yeah, I heard about it. No, I've never used that before. I know a lot of good wholesalers that do it. I sent a contract out to seller. She said, I already answered this question, Tonio. Maybe for someone else. If you have 1,000, do 1,000, but basically tell them that the bigger, deposits are if you're dealing with on-market property, the inspections, closing costs, and everything, and you're not doing it, and you're actually going to buy it pretty quick. So that's what I would say. That'd be my recommendation on there. So 100 is not weak at all, and just say that's what I do, and we buy the properties for cash. That's it. Like, this is an off-market deal, not an on-market deal, so it's different than the average on-market one. If I were to get a partner, would you say it's fair if we split the cost on the tools? Like, hands down. Yes. You paused the video on Facebook, so let me go check. I think the thing's going. Yeah, it's going. Yeah. Thoughts on the Baltimore market? I've heard people doing well there. It's a tougher market, but you can still do well there. Drawing for dollars works really well there. Michigan, thank you for the knowledge. Thank you. All right, great. Dallas market's right there. Is Austin still a viable market? The outside counties outside of Austin, yes. The city of Austin's a lot tougher. What list would you recommend Tampa drawing for dollars? And fire damage. Calling my drawing for dollars list, and still everyone's saying they get so many calls. Well, I don't have to tell you, man. You just got to keep hammering that list, dude. That's what I can tell you. How many leads are you getting, Brandon? And let me know. I'll start calling high equity ones and go from there. Also, Brandon, if you want, start doing reverse drawing for dollars. I just did a video on that yesterday. Go to Flip of the Work YouTube channel and look. Do reverse drawing for dollars with the yellow sticky notes on the car windows. You'll do very well, I think. Do you use batch leads for comps? No, I use listrei.com for comps. Thank you. Ethan says, heard on Jerry Norton's YouTube, you're the best, Zach, that if you do too many wholesale deals, you get in trouble with it. NAR. If your intent was to never buy the property yourself, you're making has me nervous to start any advice. Ethan, honestly, no. Like, this ain't it, Chief. If you just have a partner or someone, then you'll be fine. Like, there's so many wholesalers out there that do hundreds of deals that are licensed. That's fine. Don't worry. You don't need to be licensed though. This is another thing why people, like, everyone's saying, go get licensed, get licensed, get licensed, get licensed. This is another issue. No one talks about. I'm not licensed, especially for a reason like this, but you don't have to, or just get a partner and just say your partner's the one doing it, not you. That's my recommendation. Don't get nervous. You can still wholesale. You're fine, man. Facts. And what is a lot? What is a lot? Is it 10, 15? What's the number? It's arbitrary. You should be fine, man. Don't worry. Tell her you put a 1K earnest money at the end of the inspection, use the cash buyer's funds. You can do that too. That's a great one too. It's a good idea to start virtual in 2 to 4 markets with SMS. Yeah, if it's really good ones, yes. When my wholesale business takes off, I'm going to be in one of your 2, mark my words, by the end of this year. Let's do it, Tone. Let's get it going. Does getting a list from one county clerk or utility place the same as other lists from a different one in the same? Does getting a list from one county from utility place the same as the other from a different one? No. Each county has a different one. So the St. Lucie one versus the Palm Beach, the Palm Beach one is completely different. Jerry's referring to assignments only. He basically said you should double close some of your business model if you're only assigning. That's a good one too. I would say that too. I'm not licensed on purpose for stuff like this. Should you keep track with your KPIs in the beginning? Yes, 100%. Sweet. Last comment question here is, you're great. Thank you, bro. Can you tell us what market starting wholesalers should stay away from? Too much competition. I actually made a video on this. So let me search worst flip with Rick. And let me actually find it on here for you. So it'd be worst flip with Rick. I named the top 10 worst wholesaling markets to do. New York City, San Fran was in there, LA, of course, but let me pop it up for you so you can actually see it. Worst county. Worst flip with Rick. Let me pop it up. And that's what it is right here. Oops, hold on. All right, let me pop it up really quick. There's the video to do. Okay. Hold on. And this is the video for you there. Okay, I just saw this. Let me answer this. So if you're telling people you paid cash for the home, but you don't actually have the funds or the intent to close, then can't you get in trouble for fraud? Thomas, no. Again, a mortgage company assigns their mortgages over to other people and they give it up. So is it fraudulent? I mean, you can basically debate this till you go blue. I buy properties and sometimes I'll try to buy it and sometimes I don't want to buy it and I'll just assign it. Is it fraudulent that realtors, because I've had cash buyers with realtors have actually bought it and then they assign it to their LLC. Is that fraudulent that they said they're going to buy it and then they assigned it to their LLC to actually buy the property? No, because they're still buying the property. If they buy the property and decide they don't want it and they want their partner to buy it and they actually buy it and close and the whole thing funded, it's not fraudulent at all. And hey, some people get out of contracts due to inspection periods. So it's not fraudulent if you go there intending to buy it for cash and let's say the inspection's bad, whatever, inspection, you could not like the color of the house and get out of it. So, and then is that fraudulent? No, it's not. Thomas, don't worry about it. It's not fraudulent. That's it, guys. I truly appreciate it. Start polling cash buyers list today. I'm telling you right now, you got to keep it going. Let's get it going. See, thanks, man. Also, thanks, Zach. I'm telling you, don't worry about it. But that's it, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, if wholesaling was fraudulent, like we'd all be in jail if everyone was fraudulent. But I do have the funds to close. So I don't think I personally ever get in trouble for it. But I've never seen a wholesaler go to jail for wholesaling. So it never will happen. You're fine. So thank you guys so much. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Polling free list for motivated sellers is easy. It is free. Start doing it today. I can't wait to see your results. I am praying and I am rooting for your success.